different today. Hey, Chevy Fish. So apparently in OBS, unlike StreamYard, when I set something up, it straight puts me to live, and I know this now. So we're gonna start a little early. Since River Life was done, normally I'd be going at 12:30 on Mondays. Yep, thank you, Big J. I appreciate that. Let me stop this because I'm going to be looking at myself delayed there. And let's move OBS up here. If the sound is low, just let me know. If the sound is low, just let me know, and I will adjust it accordingly in OBS. I've got it turned down a little bit just because it seemed to be picking up a fairly good bit of the water in the background. So, got that set up. Looks like the viewer counter is working. We've got 3 people in here. Hello, Young Fish Aquatics, Big J, and Chevy Fish. I appreciate y'all showing up. Alright, there's a live chat. Let's pop that sucker out and bring it up here so that I'm not looking down the whole time. Alright. I think we're in business. So on Mondays, I do plan to be switching over to, or switching back to OBS, I should say. A's and Ginger with the $1 super sticker and the big old smiley face. Thank you, Zen. I appreciate that very much. Glad to see you this morning. Chewy LTD says, hello, Fish from Fever. I went to Isolation Island and heard Roger Fisher of Heart's new band. Wonder what kind of fish would hang around Isolation Island, hosted by Michael Williams of Much TV. That's a good question, Chewy. I'm sure that you've probably got some fantastic ideas and some thoughts on that. And I'd love to hear them from you. Hello, Rose Aquatics. Glad to have you this morning. It's afternoon now, technically speaking. But I appreciate you showing up. So I do have a package I'm going to open up here shortly. We'll give some time for people to show up. It was scheduled for 12:30. And I took a chance when I hit this button on OBS that it would kick it up live, and it did. So here we are. There it is. That's a little bit delayed, but the Zen Ginger donated $1 through Super Chat. Thank you very much. That's one of the things I'm playing with. I think we're going to move that guy over. So let me do that real quick. Move him around. And we'll stick him somewhere else. I'll fool with that later. I will fool with that later because it's not showing where it went to. But roasted still morning to me. Yeah, it still feels like it's before noon to me. But typically I'll be going at 12:30 on Mondays because I believe Rack usually goes until 12:30. If I'm mistaken, I'll get with him and find out. I thought he did an hour, but if he generally only does a half hour, then I may move that forward. Yes, you did see a running zombies in Ginger. I figured that would be a little bit more fun with super chats and subscribers and members and all of that stuff. If we got some interaction going up on the screen, I have some options to edit what actually pops up there, so I'll eventually do that. But I've been off of OBS for so long that I'm still kind of getting the hang of it again. Let's see, I'm up at 9:29. Hello. So if any of you all didn't catch it, and it's fine if you didn't, I did post my video this morning for the Rachel O'Leary Escaping from Scraps challenge. So I encourage you to check that out at some point. I had a blast with it. Young Fish Aquatics, is that a datnoid behind you? Yes, it most certainly is. Good catch, because it's a little guy back there. Only about yay big for now. But he will definitely grow and grow and grow. The good thing is they are slow growers, so it will take a while for him to reach his full potential. But yep, I brought that little guy home from the big fish deal. Chewy LTD says some call staying at home as part of it, but could you imagine being isolated on an island with various different marine species like queen angelfish or a pool for Project Posili at Fish from Fever? So that would be, I don't know. I know a lot of people panic at the idea of being stranded on an island. That's always kind of been one of my things. I wanted to give it a go and see how I fared. I think that would be amazing. Just the wildlife perspective as you bring up, specifically the aquatic life. So yeah, I could only imagine, or like you mentioned in there, having a pool set up for Project Posilia, get a nice group of live bears going out on a deserted island with just myself. Um, that would be fun. Now I'm dreaming. Uh, hey Bob, Gaylor's Aquatics. Where is Ed? I don't know where Ed is. He's probably taking a nap. So this one, I've got just me running solo. I don't know. I hadn't really talked to Ed about doing Mondays. I mean, we jammed together on Thursdays and we jammed together on Saturdays. So I don't know. He may be sick of me, but I think right now we're doing a solo venture on this one, if you will, just playing with some things. That's part of why I've got the OBS, is because I switched to StreamYard because it was easier for me to have guests on, and not stress the hardware with trying to interface technical stuff we won't go into. But with just me, I can go back to OBS and play with some things. Zen Ginger saying, just watched it. Awesome job. Thank you very much, Zen. Lance Jones also just watched it. Says, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. JN Aquarium says, hello all. Can't stay long, but wanted to say hi. I appreciate that very, very much, JN. And Chewy popping up says, now here's my question for you at Fisherman Fever. What type of fish would you like to see on a set from Isolation Island, since the show is produced by producer Gene Greenwood? What type of fish would I like to see? I mean, I tell you what, and probably not going to be a shocker to anybody. Right now, I am totally fascinated and fixated on guppies. But if we're talking an isolation island, something out there, I would love to see just a massive, massive pool of muck guppies. Just, gone galore. Take all those strains that you normally keep so nice and clean and tight, toss them in together. Let's see what comes out of this massive thing. And that, sorry, I was reading a question there. I think that's going to be my pick for that. Young Fish Aquatics, how do you aquascape your Oscar tank? Just want some inspiration. So my Oscar tank, I've not really been able to keep it aquascaped. They don't really care much for plants. I've tried a lot of different things in there. The only time I've really had any success whatsoever was when I took and put things in terracotta pots, and then put them in. That helped a little bit with them not getting pulled up and thrown around as quickly. But even still, eventually they just got worn out. So if you're desperate to have some decor in there, my best advice, unfortunately, is some plastic plants. You can get some really nice looking ones. Bob at Kaler's Aquatics, if I remember correctly, he's got a tank, and I thought it was real plants, but it was actually plastic plants. I believe it's a cichlid tank, if I remember correctly. He can correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, Tiffany White and Sandy Dowdy, welcome. Glad to see you all today. But that would be my most likely to succeed advice for an Oscar tank. The other thing, you could try a whole bunch of Val if you've got access to a lot of it. I've got tons of it, so it's almost a throwaway plant to me, if you will, meaning that I don't mind to plant a whole bunch in there, and if it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. There we go. Keller's Aquatics says Hobby Lobby plants. Bob with the inside information there. Yeah, because I was looking at one of his tanks, and I was like, those look, I was trying to figure out what they were. I'm like, they look real. And then somebody, I guess, in the chat mentioned it, and he said, no, those are fake. And I was like, oh, wow. I wouldn't have guessed that. So, let's see. Yeah, Bob rocks the fake plants. Bob is awesome at what he does. He is an inspiration to me, we'll say. He says I like to copy him. So, I'm still working on getting the room painted like your living room, Bob. Haven't quite gotten that yet. Yeah, paint was just a shade off, so I had to start all over. Chewy LTD says, I was very impressed by Roger Fisher at Fisherman Fever. He is a very well-renowned guitar player here. Is that performance? I'm going to open that up in a new tab so that I've got it for after the stream. Jay Aquarium says, I don't have Oscar experience, but would a healthy amount of water lettuce work with them? It might. You could definitely give it a try, but I've not tried that one personally. But I think that might be safer than a lot, given that it's a floater. and it might be kind of an out of sight, out of mind type of thing for them. That being said, my Oscars will attack anything that touches the surface, including my hands or containers. So a lot of it's again going to go back to the individual personality of those fish. uh, Young Fish Aquatics. Fish room fever. My Oscar's about 7 inches and has not touched live plants or fake, and I bought some Val and micro sort. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I've got 2 that didn't really mess with them too much, but I've got one that's just ornery. He's the main finger biter, if you will, and so I think that they kind of draw off of him, and they're like, oh, we're supposed to tear this stuff up? Okay. There, they see him bite at it, and they want to bite at it. So, but I'm glad that's working out for you. And again, it's individual personality of fish. You know, we can have the same type of fish and try and keep them in the same environment, and what works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. So I'm glad it is working for you. Keller Aquatics says Scott King and Queen Cichlids did a video a few weeks ago on it. Hello Fish Tropic, dropping in here. Bob joking to paint us a custom mix. Tiffany White, hello and welcome. Lots of awesome people in here today. I'm glad to have y'all with me. Young Fish Aquatics, Bob, I've been watching some of your videos on your Severum tank, and I really love it and tried to take inspiration from it. Yeah, this Severum tank is amazing. Let's see, the Zen Ginger says, James, my daughter Charlotte's sitting here and wants to know if you can say hi. Can you make her giggle? Hi, Charlotte. I hope you're having a good morning. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Your mom is awesome. Thank you for letting us borrow her to moderate the chat and hang out with us. Hello, Hat Trip Farm. Welcome. So, we've got, oh goodness, there we go, 20 people in the chat. I've got something to open. I thought I had a lot of other things to open as well. Miss Fever came in. Let me see if I get this picture pulled up. Came in and said, hey, can you help me bring the mail in? It showed me this picture of the front steps, and I was like, oh, awesome, lots of stuff. Well, it turns out she's a lot more popular than I am, and no surprise there. But I do have one package. One of those was for me. So we're gonna pop that open, and it is from petzotics.com. Diego over there, awesome guy. So here's the box, big box. Get my handy dandy opener here. She giggles it. Your mom was awesome. Yeah. I mean, Zen Ginger's a rock star in her own right. Hello, Gina French. Welcome. And also to the members, I hope you enjoyed that little outro shout out on that video that I put out this morning. I was trying to think of something to do for you all, just kind of say thank you. So I hope you like that. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do it every video, but I'll try and do that fairly often. So let's do this. I think I don't want to see more of me necessarily, but we want a bigger shot here. So I'm gonna run out of places to put stuff very quickly, and I'll bring my chat back up here. So. Alright. Alright, and actually, I could probably turn this camera. Let's see if we can do it this way. Alright, so here's the box of goodies. Lots and lots of fish food. I have an idea of what's in here, but it was kind of a bulk order from Diego. So let's take a look at what we've got going on. Tetra River shrimp. Not tried that before. Natural shrimp treat, protein rich and natural for fresh and salt water. All right. Very quickly gonna run out of room here. Alright, Omega 1, I love their stuff. Freeze-dried brine shrimp. Very, very cool. And now I'm not going to be eating fish food on stream. we'll address that before it gets brought up in the chat. Oh, awesome! I've not tried this either, but I've wanted to. Um, uh, Again, I really need to get that autofocus camera because it's set for further back. We've got some Sarah Shrimp's Nature shrimp food. Looks like some good stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to give that a go and see how the shrimpies like it. And the Fluval Bug Bites shrimp formula, I have used that before. Um, Bob says he giggled too. And then Zen with the how dare you. Really good stuff there. Love that stuff. Just get my little pile of shrimp food going here. What else have we got? Fluval Bug Bites Spirulina Formula Flakes. So one of my plans with this food that's coming in is to create a flake mix for feeding my guppies. So curious to see exactly what all we've got in here and what I can come up with. Guppy Grams from Sarah Veggie Food. Oh, there we go. Cuss level. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Does anyone know an online store that sells live fish that can ship for under $30? I don't know. I don't do a lot of purchasing from the online fish retailers, if you will, so I'm not entirely sure. Something like Get Gills or individual sellers is usually how I purchase. In general, you can get some good shipping prices. Gina French asking, how do you go up in join cost / level? So what you would do is go to that membership tab, and then as you scroll down, you'll see the other available options. And then you can click on that and it will give you the option. Let me see if I can show you here. We got a lot of fishy food going on. Trying to do this without breaking the live stream. There's Isolation Island tab. Got that for later. Chewy. Oh yeah, Get Gills is amazing. All sorts of awesome sellers on there. Let's see. Alright, so I want to verify that hasn't changed because it's been a while since I've messed with that. So if we go to this community membership tab here, of course it doesn't show the same for me, but let me copy that, see if that works. Space, and then we will get back to the fishy food. Oh, I gotta move that over. There we go. Playing on the fly. Good morning, Aquaballs. Glad to see you. I caught a little bit of your late night last night, but was trying to lay down in bed. Not that I was successful at falling asleep, but I was certainly trying to. But I did catch you for a little while. So Gina, if you click on that, you should see the other levels available there, and then you can click join, and what it will do is it will just change your membership over to whatever level you decide to go to. And I appreciate you considering doing that very, very much. Okay. What else we got in here? Alright. Didn't know that was coming, but very awesome. Diego knowing that I have the puppy. Sent an awesome rubber Ultra Ball from Chuck It. That's really heavy duty, so that should hold up. Look at that. Gina French upgraded membership to Snowball. Gina, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate that. You know, that it all goes back into helping the channel do new things and hopefully bring you all better content. As Bob Kelly would say, it can't get much worse, right? But thank you, Gina. Really, really appreciate you. And I hope that you enjoy your membership. Tetra Shrimp Wafers. This is the, I guess, new packaging. So I've got about 12 10 or 12 of these still from when they were like $1 on Amazon, and I just bulk ordered everything. Um, so we'll just add that to the lineup. Awesome to have. I feed that to a couple different types of things. Okay, let's see. Tiffany White says, "Hey Bob, I'm about to start shipping fish. I'm wondering if you have much experience. I've watched a bunch of videos." Bob has experience at everything, I have found, Tiffany. And Zen Ginger says, "Well, his website is under maintenance, but it's just Steenfod Aquatics. You can Google it anytime." Hello, Redfish Bluefish. We're doing an unboxing of foods from petzotics.com / Petzotics YouTube channel. Thank you again, Diego. Let's see what else we've got. Alright, Fluval Bug Bites Algae Crisps. Plecos are sure to love that. It's the insect larva recipe fish food, high protein diet for all bottom feeders, fortified with spirulina and kelp, long lasting format. Awesome. Some more Sarah. We've got some Sarah Flora Nature Veggie Flakes. Lots of Sarah products, lots of Fluval products. Lots of Tetra stuff. Alright. What we got in here? Aqueon, Cichlid Pellets, and this is a good smaller size. This is the mini size. So these will be good for Miss Fever's African Cichlid tank. Hey, down the wormhole, glad to have you. I appreciate you showing up. So we're going to give these a try in Miss Fever's Cichlid tank. I'm sure that they will love those. It's hard to find anything they won't eat. But that's a good smaller size pellet for that tank. Perfect. What do we got here? Ocean Nutrition Primary Flakes. Well, one of two things is going to happen here. Either I'm going to end up, which I've been planning to, with some more saltwater fish, or these are going to go to Bob Kaler. Very cool. And again, this was not, I did an order from him, but it wasn't ordering specific items. I kind of got with him and said, hey, I'd like to, well, actually, he initially messaged me and said that he could do a really good deal on like a bundle pack, if you will, on fish foods. And I said, sure, go ahead and set something up for me. That would be great. And, you know, gave him a price which was a lot lower than what it would have been buying these, you know, even on Amazon. Great guy, and I appreciate him. So that's why there's some stuff. It is Ocean Nutrition, Bob. He'll probably say it's not good enough for his fish. 53.4% crude protein minimum. I'm sure that was probably the next question on first ingredient in the protein content. See, some Tetra Pro Tropical Crisps. I'm gonna have to look at these crisps. Let's check out the crisps here. See how they relate to the granules. Hello, Pugimus Maximus. I don't know what the retracted message was. Oh, those are neat. They are just like little bitty mini wafers and crisps. Very cool. Gonna have some fun with that. Alright. See what else we got here. Omnivore shrimp food. Awesome. More shrimp food from Aqueon. Let me see here. Talking about shipping. Awesome, Bob. I appreciate you helping out with that. I'm also curious, kind of just looking to see how Bob ships. Yeah, USPS has been kind of slow lately. I don't know. It's been interesting. The last couple of things that have come in were all delayed at least one day, but everything came alive in terms of fish shipments and fish orders. So we've got some Sarah by Formo Nature, bottom feeder tablets. Get it for the camera there. Pogobus Maximus says, at Fisherman Fever, which one do you think is more hardy, guppies or endlers? Well, I've not got a ton of experience with endlers. I do have some endlers. But honestly, I think either way, in my experience, it's going to come down to just the overall health of the fish. Is it a good quality fish? What conditions were they kept in? What conditions are they being kept in? I think that either one can thrive just as well as the other, as long as they are from good quality stock, well taken care of, parasite free. If anybody else has other experience or more experience that would like to chime in on that, feel free to do so. But if you're specifically my opinion, I would say that they can both thrive just as well as one another, given that they're properly cared for and from a good solid line, or just not necessarily a good solid line, but just something that the genetics haven't been destroyed on. See, we've got fluval bug bites, spirulina formula flakes. That's a bigger one of the smaller container I've got. Awesome. More Sarah food coming. Oh, another bottom feeder. All right, perfect. Got lots of bottom feeders. I'm excited to start playing with some of this food and see how the fish like it. Tiffany White is preparing to open a store on Get Gills selling angelfish and eventually guppies. Well, that is awesome, Tiffany White. I'm going to have to look for you on there. Tiffany, I get, this is from Kaylor's Aquatics. Tiffany, I get bags from my LFS so I can get wholesale poly. Boxes I usually recycle from things I order or use UPS boxes. Very good. And there we go, the Zen Ginger, Pug, you didn't ask me. Well, I asked you, Zen, so there we go. Hey, Petzotics, we are unboxing the food shipment from you. But endlers seem more hardy to me when buying from pet stores. They don't die from going to different water as often. And there you go. I've not purchased any endlers from the pet stores, so Zen Ginger chiming in with the experience there. I appreciate that very, very much, then. And there we go. We've got another one. Oh, lots of people in here. See, I don't know. I may have to get some more endlers. Or maybe I've just gotten used to really hardy guppies. But Gina French says, I think at this time endlers are a little more hardier. And then Fish Dreams chiming in with apples to apples. I would say endlers from my experience. So there we go. I think the endlers have the vote. Let's see, what do we have here? Omega 1 small goldfish pellets. Miss Fever's Goldies will like that very much, I'm sure. And that is an Omega 1 food. What else we got? We've got some Aqueon herbivore shrimp food. Really need to get an autofocus camera. It's in the works. My apologies until then. And we've got another Sarah Shrimp's nature shrimp food. All sorts of good shrimp food here. I'm loving this. I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now. Oh, and you know what? I just realized when I kicked back over, I went into Top Chat. So I've probably missed some things. My apologies if I have. But I just now noticed when I went to find that link and come back that it had kicked me into Top Chat. I am back in live chat now. Chevy Fish also saying endlers. I have 5 kinds. Bob helping out with all the shipping questions there. All right, New England Endler, hello and welcome, and also saying I agree. So yeah, it looks like endlers have it. Awesome, and that's good to know. Again, I've kind of always, I don't want to say strayed away from, but was never really enticed by the guppies and endlers, the mollies, the platies, until just recently. I mean, I did try guppies when I first got back into the hobby, and I got some muck guppies, and I had kind of what seems to be a not too uncommon experience of you go to the PetSmart or the Petco and you get some guppies and they've got crap and then they die. It was my first experience ever in the hobby with columnaris. So that's how I was introduced to live bearers. was not a great introduction. But I kept around some muck guppies, and then really started falling in love with some of the nice quality strains that they have. So that was another part of why I wanted to jump on Project Posilia, started by the River Life, because it's not just he's been keeping guppies his whole life. It's also a great fish for people that have been in the hobby that are also maybe looking for something new, something different, and it's really just kind of a reinvigorating fish, if you will. Zen Ginger says, and I'm just pulling stuff out of the air here, but I feel like inlers are still more wild and therefore less inbred. Usually, question mark, but feelings aren't facts, as a wise man once said. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I'm going to try not to jump too much into you all's shipping conversation. Bob, I know, has that more than covered. So we've got some Tetra Pro's Cichlid Pellets, 2-in-1 pellets with concentrated color. Feels like a good size there. Looking forward to give those a shot. And although they're not a cichlid, I will probably toss some of these to the piranha. Oh, it's extra large. There we go. 7mm pellet. Piranha will probably get first go at trying those out. Running out of room for fish food. It's a horrible problem to have. The opinion isn't fact. There we go. Some fluval bug bites. Spirulina formula flakes. Another one of those. Awesome. It's going to go into my proprietary blend of guppy flake food. 7-day fish food feeder. Oh, that white and the light together really aren't going well on camera. There we go. Sometimes I do like to throw those in just for giggles and grins. Another one of those. Get the light to shine off. There we go. Alright. I have officially filled my desk with fish food. I'm not complaining. It's more Aqueon Cichlid Pellets. Find places where oh, this is Hikari. I know before I flip it over. Yep, Hikari Cichlid Gold. Love the Hikari Cichlid foods. Very, very cool. And that is the mini pellet size. So that'll be good for her African cichlid tank. We've got, let's see, some cichlid pellets here. A medium size. Some more minis. So Miss Fever's cichlids are going to be eating lots of Aqueon, looks like. More cichlid pellets. I see some packages over here that I want to get to. Stack that back over there to the side. Move that. Great job on the packing, by the way, Diego. Thank you, Petzotics. Omega 1 freshwater flakes. Good stuff. And some goldfish flakes. So again, keeping Shy's Goldies happy. Cheerio to says, Fisherman Fever, could you check your email? Possibly. Give me just a moment. Hold, please. Alright, I've got your email pulled up. I will read through that as well as check out that other tab I've got pulled up with the Isolation Island, which has apparently been playing this whole time. Let me pause that. We'll start that over after the stream. Very cool, Chewy. Thank you very much for sending that. I glaze over it quickly. Glance over it. All right, awesome. All right, let's see what else we got here. Got one more things. Haha. The Fluval Bug Bites Tropical Formula. Awesome stuff. And another one. Perfect. So, lots of really awesome quality foods coming in from Diego at Petzotics. Go check him out. Not just his YouTube channel, but also petzotics.com for all your pets' needs. I think I got that correct. Get this stuff box back up here. We'll get the camera flipped back around. And I'll get back into some conversation with you all. Super excited to try some of these foods out. Some of these I've not tried before. I want to make a blend up, as I mentioned, of some different flakes along with flakes I've already got. Let's see, there's bottom feeder tablets. I think those are going to be great. Oh yeah, good stuff. Ball for the puppy dog. All these shrimp foods and guppy foods, all sorts of awesome stuff. This made my day. Made my day. Awesome package to have waiting for me this morning. Super excited about that. Hey, DPK Fish Aquariums. All right, so let me get this camera adjusted without giving you all motion sickness. Let's minimize this back down a little bit. All right. I know, much scarier picture now, Bob. I'm sorry. Not as pretty as the fish food. I think I've got it all back in the box. All right. Fantastic. So, let me see here. Get my chat going back in here again. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff. And he really hooked me up on the pricing on that as well. So again, thank you to Diego at Petzotics. Let me see if I can grab a link here real quick. I'll probably be beat to it, but we're going to give it a go.
Streaming?
Nope. No. Oh, thank you. Hi. Oh. Not fish related, but channel related. Also came in the mail. We've got some Just for Men, the best beard balm ever, and some Grow a Beard professional beard tools. Hey, might have to pop that open. So I guess I did get a couple things in all of Miss Fever's packages that she had. Thank you, DPK, for that. That was funny timing. All right, let me get Petzotics page here. Copy that. And a paste. And there we go. So go check out Petzotics. He's got fish, birds, dogs, obviously. Like it says, for all your pets' needs. So go check him out. Very, very cool stuff. Not the first nor the last time I will be ordering from there. And it's also awesome to be able to support a fellow YouTuber and member of the community. So let's... Totally not fish related, but this thing, it's part of the fish fam here. The beard is. So let's see what it is. Let's see what we got. So basically, from my understanding, Miss Fever's part of a group where they make wish lists and buy each other stuff. So that's what all those packages were that I showed earlier on the stream. Not all for me, but I got my fish food, and I got something I guess was put on a wish list for me. Hey, Dan Slee, working, just dropping by to say hi. Well, we appreciate you dropping by. Got a nice little crushed velvety bag there. Hey, Miss Fever. Sin Ginger said, "This is how you know I have girls. I see James's beard and I want to braid it and put little beads and bows in it." I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. Um, Not necessarily the bows and beads, but the braiding gets mentioned a lot. Miss Fever wants to braid the beard. Rose Aquatics, every time she sees me, wants to braid the beard. A lot of people want to braid the beard. Shavy Fish is great haul, James. Yeah, that was awesome fish food haul. I'm excited to mix some things up. Kind of get a little proprietary blend going for all these guppies. And honestly, it saves on having to go, oh, well, today I'm going to feed this food. And tomorrow I'm going to feed that food. I mean, I'll still mix in other things and live foods as well. But, hey, look, I've got a free ebook on how to grow a beard. I better get on that. I'm having issues. Let's see, just put little braid and some Viking beards. Or Viking beads, rather. Yeah, I'd consider that. Little scissors. Got the fancy beard brush there. Alright, check that out. Like that. This is what I think is awesome. Not just a beard comb. And Bob, you might need to get, one of these sets like for your mullet once you get that going. I'm sure that we can find you a nice mullet set. We've got a nice wooden beard comb. Check that out. I love these things. Wanting one of the wooden ones for forever. So there we go. Going to be upgrading the beard for the channel coming soon. Alright, I think that's all of our unboxing stuff that we got going on for today. Move that out of the way where it won't go in a fish tank. Make sure I haven't missed anything else in the chat. Ukraine fishmans, okay. Alright, so we've got 33 people in here. Well, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I'm sorry you've got nothing better to do than listen to this crazy fool. But no, I appreciate you all, seriously. I do want to ask, do we have anybody else that is participating in or has already participated in the Rachel O'Leary trash tank or escaping from scraps? Words are hard. Challenge. I saw a couple people put them out, but I was trying to avoid watching them until after I did mine, just because I didn't want to be in any way influenced. Oh, that's the chat. See, Diego's even got a chat feature on the Petzotics website. Was flashing at me saying, let's chat. Let me close that. Alright. Ukrainian Fisher, no news yet on the interview with Joey. I've not been really pushing it. I know he was spam his inbox until he finds my message. I'll probably send him another message today. If nothing else, I know a couple people that can get in contact with him better than I can, so I may shoot one of them a message and see if they'll get a hold of him for me. But still working on that. Gnarly fish tanks, GTA Aquatics. I always want to say GTA because I love playing the game. Hello. In between garden jobs, just mulched the new fruit trees. Now I need to plant plants. It's hot out there. Not used to the heat yet. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. Try and stay cool, stay hydrated. Just do what you can to stay safe out there. And I appreciate you swinging by in between jobs. Hopefully you're getting cooled down, got you some nice iced tea or a cold bottle of water or something to cool you down a little bit. Jigging Aquarium says, haha, Nicole bought me a beard kit. Those cobs felt great brushing the beard. Used the beard balm too. Awesome stuff. Alright. GTA says, Fisherman Fever, it's on my to-do list. I haven't watched anyone's, but thought it was an awesome idea to try, so I want to do it as well. Yeah, that's, it was fun. It definitely, I had to get creative for it. It wasn't one of those things where I just planned it all out ahead of time. It was kind of, okay, here's what we've got. Let's work on one step at a time while we're thinking all the other steps out. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing some more of the videos. I saw, I think I saw Joey's was the only one that I've actually watched. But I looked at Rachel O'Leary's list last night. There were quite a few people on there, so I'm going to go check those out. And I think it's just an awesome challenge. It was a blast to participate in, and it's going to be a blast to see what everybody comes up with. Zen Ginger says, Gnarly agreed. It's already 90 degrees here. Oof. Yeah, wonderful warm weather. But, I mean, that kind of is what it is. A lot of times we complain when it's cold. We wish it would warm up, and then as soon as it warms up, we wish it would cool down. It's just kind of what I've noticed from people watching over the years. Aquaball saying, where can I buy some Indian almond leaves, catappa leaves? I usually get mine off of Amazon. Yes, they do. And in fact, I'm being horrible at business right now. I should be a better businessman, as Corey would say. I do believe I even have an Amazon affiliate link that will make me super stinking rich if you click on it. I do. Oh, currently unavailable. I must have bought them all out. Alright, so I'll have to update that. They weren't unavailable before. So yeah, Flip Aquatics I'm sure would be another good one. A lot of times you can find them at LFS, your local fish stores. And I'm going to have to check around and see if there's another good value that I can replace this with. I don't just want to throw a random link for Indian almond leaves at you. The links that I've got on here, I've ordered that specific product, used that specific product, and trust that specific product. So I'd hate to just find another one and throw it at you just to hit you with an affiliate link. So we won't do that. But, if you don't order any immediately, check that link for me. Maybe they come back in stock before you actually order. It's a good deal on them, and I trust that company. Jayan asking, how do you set up Amazon affiliate links? So you have to sign up for their program. You go through a trial period, and then it's basically like 2 weeks. They tell you whether or not you're approved. If you're not approved, you can just sign right back up and try it again, honestly. But if you Google Amazon affiliate or Amazon partners, it's a really easy form to fill out. They want you to link to like your YouTube channel, and you see. I was saying you're fine. You're perfectly fine. Zen said, "Oh my God, you had an Amazon link. I'm a horrible mod." It doesn't matter because that particular link is sold out. So don't feel bad, Zen. But yeah, you can definitely get with them and give it a go and see if you get approved. Recon throwing out the Fish Room Fever tank top link. There we go. Thank you. I do have some stuff. I've got to get back in there and redo the Teespring because I've got some new designs that I need to get added in there that I've come up with that I think you all will enjoy, as well as in there. Chevy Fish says co-op has the leaves. Perfect. Thank you for that, Chevy Fish. I'm gonna stay out of Bob's conversation before he thwacks me on the noggin for interjecting. I'm not even gonna pretend to know exactly where they're at on that. Jane Aquarium, you are more than welcome. Sorry I don't have a better specific link for you. If anybody wanted to post the co-op link, you're welcome to do so, or somebody else that is a trusted source. Okay, looks like we're talking birds there, so I'm gonna stay out of that conversation. Let's see if nope, I'm not gonna try that because I'm not gonna risk breaking the stream. Big J, if you're still in the chat, let me know. I want to make sure whether or not you're going live today. I already got you, James. Thank you, Bob. Kaler's Aquatics, very much appreciate you. Yeah, Big J, if you're going live, let me know. I'm trying to see. Oh, I can't quite get the camera up there to those shrimp. I was gonna see if I could give you an up close. So now that I know that OBS will run on here okay for me, and my computer's not gonna crash, since I'm running it off the laptop. It's not a gaming laptop. I'll have next week another camera angle. Um, we'll just keep adding some new fun stuff to it. I enjoy. Big City Bettis is gonna lurk while I put her around over here. Love to y'all. Have a great one, James. You too, Amber. Darn it, I missed saying happy birthday on your Facebook page the other day. I meant to get over to that. Actually, I was going to send you a message on Messenger, and I don't think I ever did it. So I'm sorry there. Happy belated birthday. Live stream is scheduled 10:30 your time, which is 1:30 my time, 2:30 my time, whichever. Is it in a half an hour or an hour and a half? All right. All right, good. All caught up. But yeah, we're going to be bringing some exciting new things to the Monday live streams. Different streaming format other than StreamYard. I love StreamYard, and I'll still continue to use it for Saturday Night Fever, as well as on what's now going to be on Ed's channel, the Nocturnal Feeding Show on Thursday nights. But half an hour, perfect. All right, so Big J is going in a half an hour. I'll grab the link and throw that in there. Getting old? No, you're not. You're not getting old. If you're getting old, I'm getting old. So I don't hear that. But hugs to you and Shy. Hugs to you and JH as well. It was awesome getting to meet you all. Hopefully we can get to do that again in the near future. Okay, so it looks like the Katapa leaves are also out of stock on co-op. I guess Bob Kaler is buying up the world supply of Katapa leaves. He's probably the guy that went and bought all the guppies off of Get Gills and the local fish stores too. Kaler's Aquatics taking over the world there. Let's see, Young Fish asking about floating plants, but that's directed at Bob, so I'm not going to answer that unless you ask me. I stay out of Bob's way. I've learned my lesson. All right. So, I still haven't come to final Crystals, Pets, and Plants. Hello and welcome. Glad to have you here. Ed and I are still kind of, nailing down the details on the Project Posilia contest. I think we're at least gonna have two separate categories. We're gonna have like a best video category and a best photo category. I'm thinking maybe breaking it down and have. And see, this is where Ed comes in because he's like real big on like show rules and stuff, if you will, and kind of like how things are run with guppies and whatnot. We'll probably break it down into a couple different categories on the photos. Let's see, Flips Aquatics does have Katapa leaves. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Zinginger. I appreciate you posting that, and Chevy Fish for mentioning that as well. So did manage to track some down. Buy them now before Bob Kaler gets them. But we are going to do, we've got some really awesome awards designed by DPK Fish Aquariums, who again also designed the Fish Room Fever logo. Huge shout out to him. Awesome. I guess you would say artist. I don't know what it would be. Designer. But it kicked out Miss Fever. Yeah, that was definitely not me, Miss Fever. Don't get mad. No. Recon 338 says, all the leaves your heart desire at Flip Aquatics. There we go. Thank you for posting that link as well. But yeah, I think that we're going to do that through Facebook. I think if I create a post, let's give that a try. Why not? So let's give that a try. Let's look on Facebook. Somebody that's more Facebook savvy than me, because I do not Facebook. If I create a Facebook post, can you all reply with pictures? Does anybody know? I'm not a Facebook person. I had somebody ask the other day why my Facebook page was not like a business style page, and I was like, I just made a Facebook page. You know, it's a personal page, I guess is how you would define it. And DPK Fish Aquarium says guava leaves. To me, I think it's better. It's a lot more beneficial. I've not tried guava leaves. Huh. See, that's a new one for me. I'm gonna have to get on that. If DPK is recommending it, it's worth taking a look at. Okay, alright, Zenginger says yes, you can reply with pics. So, what I will do today, I will have Ed determine exactly what he would like the guidelines to be since it was his idea. Um, Once we have that, I will create a post on Facebook where you can enter into the contest, if you will. I've got to get with Guppy Guru, mention sponsoring it, and find out exactly what he's got in mind. Another awesome channel. Um, and then I will get the awards printed up at the end of May. I'm still looking at how we're going to do the voting slash who the panel is going to be. I of course think one of the things would be is if you're going to judge it, you can't be in it, of course. So I will exclude myself from being in it, even though I'll still post the pictures in there just for giggles and grins. Chevy Fish says, James, I think that box from Petzotics is supposed to be sent my way. This particular one, and actually it said Chevy Fish on the shipping label, and then Miss Fever took a marker and crossed that out and put FRF on it. So this one was actually mine because it had my name over top of yours. But we could probably get you hooked up with one. Talk to Diego. Again, you got the Petzotics website. But talk to him, see if he's got any specials going on right now. And I agree with Fish Tropic. Who pays $1 for a leaf? That's crazy. I can never bring myself to pay $1 for a leaf. Can't do it. That's why I buy them in bulk. Zenginger says, don't know if there's file restrictions though. Only posted small pics, FYI. Still test the theory. Yeah, so we'll give it a go. Again, I still need details from Ed, given that it was his idea for the competition. Worst case scenario, you should be able to post a link to, like, if it's an Instagram post or if it's a YouTube video or whatnot. I would think you can post a link, and given that it's my page, nobody's going to take it down. So I think that external linking would work as well, if we have to go that route. Keller's Aquatics says a lot of people do. I use oak and magnolia from the woods. I'm going to have to go raid Bob's Woods. Chevy Fish says, why not post pics on Chappie's Discord for the contest? It's easy. It is easy. However, there's a lot of the fish community that's not part of that, and that would be an extra step for them. Whereas most people have Facebook. Even people that don't want to have Facebook have Facebook. So it allows the Instagram people to be able to participate. It allows the YouTube people to be able to participate. And it just kind of is a neutral meeting point for everybody. It's not a bad idea, though. I like the idea of Chevy Fish, and if it was just a smaller group of people, I would love to do it. But there's some people that are over on Instagram that are participating in Project Pasilia that I've not seen on YouTube. I've got, everybody doesn't cross-platform, so I have followers on Instagram that aren't on YouTube and followers on YouTube that aren't on Instagram. So that's the big reason, is just trying to get them into a signing up, getting in the Discord and posting there. I think would deter more people from getting involved unless they're already part of Chappie's awesome Discord. Fish Tropic says, it's just like rocks. LOL, go find them. Yeah, I've played with a lot of, and this is part of why I started a tub last year outside. Was just to test out different things that I collected or found, off in the woods, to see what would happen when they went in water. What kind of funguses would they develop, if any at all, that type of stuff. So it's always fun to see what you can find, um, but it's always good to just kind of be cautious if you're not familiar with it and you don't know of somebody else that's successful with it. Just be careful of what you throw in your aquariums from outside, and of course avoid areas that have pesticides. And DPK Fish Aquarium says just avoid black walnut leaves, very toxic for all aquatic life. I feel like somewhere they use the black walnut leaves in like small stream fishing, almost like damming the area. I feel like I've seen that somewhere, like they dam the area and then they fill it with these leaves so that the fish just float up, and that's how they catch the fish. Maybe it's a different leaf, but I know somewhere I've seen um, like native fishing done that way. Let's see. Chevy Fish, if you... No, I don't want you to have to learn Facebook either. We will have... Because I'm not a Facebook person. If you post it on... I don't know, see, this is why I didn't want to do a contest initially, just because I knew it would be tricky to try and be fair to everybody. I love the idea of it. It's just hard to work out the logistics. So I will probably have to open up something to people that aren't able to... Actually, there we go. That'll work. So it won't get shown, but how about we'll just set it up. Everybody can email me their entries, and then I'll have to share them out to the other participants. They won't get seen by everybody is the problem. I was kind of hoping with the Facebook thing that it would also kind of get people's photos in front of more eyes, if you will, by being on the page. But in terms of strictly applying to the contest, other people wouldn't get to necessarily see all of it, or I could go back through and post it, I guess, on Facebook at the end. But yeah, I think we could do an email thing. See, I hate to keep putting it off. We may do that. I also have a fishroomfever.com email besides the standard fishroomfever at Gmail. I haven't used the one for anything, so that might be the best one since it's not already flooded to death. So I'll get the details hashed out with Ed. We'll make a decision, and then Thursday we will announce totally 100% exactly how we're gonna do it. But you bring up a valid point, Chevy Fish. So that may be the best way to get the pictures entered, and then I would just have to come back after the fact and post them somewhere for public viewing. Jay and Aquarium saying if you use enough oak leaves, I've missed a good bit of the chat trying to figure that out. But let's see. I don't even know where I was at now. Now I've gotten lost trying to figure out this contest. Oh, okay. All right. At the bottom, I'm just gonna go to the bottom. I don't see that there was anything highlighted. Okay, there was one from Chewy. Says yes, oak leaves and botanicals are important for low pH aquariums. Fish from Fever and Jay and Aquarium, especially for breeding rainforest species. Absolutely right, Chewy. 100%. Down at the bottom. Are you talking about the zinnia? Bob Kaler said, James, remind me the name of junk corals that come in like weeds. There's zinnia. Green star polyps is also another one that just seems to grow like a weed. Beautiful, beautiful coral, but they tend to be on the lower end and on the less expensive end, and just grow like crazy. Those are the two that come to mind right away. Chevy Fish, no apologies required. We want to make it fair to everybody. I was thinking of it more from the public viewing aspect of it, not necessarily the entry logistics of it. But again, it just kind of became a thing during a live stream, and so we're figuring it out. But we'll have it nailed out by Thursday so that people can officially get entered. That'll give me also time to get with Guppy Guru and find out exactly what he's got in mind in terms of sponsoring it. So, know the things that they don't sell. From Bob Kaler. They grow like weeds. You're not talking about Aptasia, are you? Possibly. Aptasia does grow like a weed. That stuff, once you get it, it goes everywhere. And you've got, like, Aptasia eating filefish and things like that. Yeah. I don't know that you're looking for Aptasia, but okay, there we go. He says yes, it is Aptasia. And those things multiply like crazy, and all corals can sting other things, but those things really like to take over and just put a hurting on your other corals. I feel like it's AIPTASIA, but I can validate that real quick. Sorry, Bob Keller was asking spelling. Yes. AIPTASIA. And Thirsty Rabbit, I think I said hello. If not, I saw you pop in a minute ago before I digressed. But hello, Thirsty. G'day, mate. I appreciate you being in here. We're going to go for about another 15 minutes. And then we're going to jump over and say hi to Big J. And I'm going to save the other topics I had lined up for today for another day. Just because I got wonderfully sidetracked with unboxing the fish food and then never really got into some of the things I wanted to talk about. We talked a little bit about Project Posilia. We're going to be doing the contest. Talked a little bit about the Escaping from Scraps challenge from Rachel O'Leary. You all will have to let me know if you do that. But I'm looking forward to seeing some more of those videos. Chevy fishes when disturbed, they spit their spawn out, multiply exponentially. Yes. Yeah. Nasty stuff. Gina French saying, I know the pine is bad, but not sure on the cones themselves. I have never tried the cones, just because I was worried. I didn't want to risk it. There's probably somebody in here with a definitive. And their Fish Tropic has a very valid point. It says, I have to test it. Pine cones fall in rivers and lakes. That's true. And then Jane Aquarium says, alder cones would be my choice over pine cones. I do love alder cones. Absolutely. Pine sap is... Yeah, Zen Ginger saying, I think anything that has pine sap is bad and cones get sap in them, but maybe okay if boiled, but not sure I'd risk it. So again, that's something that I would try out in a tub outside. I'd toss it in there, see how it works. Maybe have a couple of convict cichlids in that tub, just in case it didn't work out. But testing the theory there. Yo, HC Aqua, how's it going, Jesse? Glad to see you. Fish Tropics says, JN, I've been power feeding the blue phantoms. I'll commence breeding end of June. Oh, Fish Tropic, that's going to be awesome. I've only got one blue phantom, and it's not mature at this point. I do have a green phantom in there, but also not mature. I'm still waiting on these snowballs to make me some babies. I don't want to move them around, but they need to get with the program. Who knows? Maybe some of this awesome fish food that I just got in will get some breeding going. Recon 338 says, gotta run, y'all. Thanks for the stream. Recon, thanks for hanging out for us. was a little back and forth, this and that, and all over the place today, but I've enjoyed hanging out with you all. See Tiffany White. No, it's not. Tiffany White says, I didn't realize Project Priscilla was a contest. I thought it was more about awareness of all the awesome guppies. And it is. Ed had the idea of having a contest as part of it, I guess. Um, Still trying to work out the details there. But no, the point of it was just to, you know, bring awareness to these awesome fish and, you know, grow and strengthen our community through a love of live bears. That was the kind of kicker for it. But Ed had the contest idea. I like the idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. So we're going to do that. DPK's already made some awesome certificates. And then Guppy Guru offered to sponsor it. It just kind of popped out of nowhere, the contest did. It was brought up on live stream and then was immediately a set thing. So I still encourage everybody to continue posting just to help raise awareness and grow the community. The contest, yeah, blame it on Ed, LOL. I am blaming it on Ed because he put me on the spot on live stream. And if he was here, I'd do the same thing, and I'll do the same thing Thursday. That's kind of what I told him when he asked about it. I'm like, it was your idea. You make up the rules. Just because I don't want it to be all about the contest. I want it to be about the community growth. But I think the contest is a wonderful idea. So yeah, Gina Fridge, blame it on Ed, LOL. Jay in Aquariums is going to try and document breeding the L128s. Not much out there. Yeah, there's not a lot out there. Hello, Brad, Mr. Fish, sir. Glad to see you. So Jane, if you can do that, that'll be awesome. And I will be eagerly awaiting that footage. Save it for later, says DPK. Fish Aquariums. I'm going to open that in a new tab so that I do have it for later. I've got a couple tabs up. Got an email from Chewy about some awesome stuff. I've got an Isolation Island video I need to watch. And now I've got plant-derived compounds as an alternative treatment tab. And we can close that Aptasia tab. Hey, no problem, Brad. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you swinging by. Yeah, absolutely. It looks interesting, DPK. I'm not going to get too far into it, or I will digress and sit and read and go over my time and forget to talk to you all. And we don't want to do that. But I appreciate you and Chewy for throwing out the awesome information, as always. Glad to have you. I think, and Zen Ginger kind of poked me that I should do this video, and then, oh Lord, I was half asleep during the premiere this morning. I forget who it was. Somebody mentioned they'd never thought of using the Marimo moss balls like that. So I think I am going to do a video on just some neat things that I do with some different types of mosses. Case in point, you know, opening up the Marimo moss balls and using them to escape over flat surfaces. Some things I do with Java moss. If that sounds like something of interest to you all, since we are on the plant topic anyways, let me know. I think that would be fun, and who knows, might have some ideas that you all haven't seen before, and I'm sure you all will have some things to contribute to that as well in the comments if we do that video. Let me show that. And I will hopefully be able to catch that. Yeah, DPK, it looks like it. I don't want to get into it too far, but that looks like some awesome reading. You and Chewy both, who just got so much information that I'll never catch up to the two of you all, but I enjoy the stuff you throw out there to us. Pet Zodix with the $2 super chat says support and love always. Diego, thank you very, very much. Appreciate that, and I appreciate the awesome package you sent me. And again, if somebody, I don't think I have it anymore, we'll drop Diego's link to petzodix.com. For all your pets needs. If you missed all the fish food unboxing at the beginning of the stream, feel free to check that out on the replay. Had a lot of stuff come in. there we go. Gina French says, oh, let me not skip over. Zen Ginger said, well, before that, Thirsty Rabbit said, yeah, the wood looked awesome. Thank you, Thirsty. Zen Ginger, yes, I need to see the rock moss DIY tutorial, please. Gina French, that does sound very interesting, James. Sandy Dowdy asking what time at Fish Tropic, and thanking again Diego at Petzotics for the $2 super chat. Very much appreciated. Mr. Fister says, how to put pothos in a pond. I bought a plat today. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what autocorrect that would have been. Plant today, I'm guessing. I think Amber's lurking, but Amber's the pothos queen. Basically, just getting the root system in there. You can do... Oh God, there are so many different ways that you could do that. Especially in a pond, you could build all sort of neat things. Yes, that was a zombie that popped up there. I'm going to go through and try and customize that for the next stream, but I wanted to make sure it was going to work. We got a bunch of cool stuff, and actually I can show you all that if you want. We can play around with that real quick. So we got some test widgets here. So we've got, if we get a new subscriber during the stream, members, oh, that one's not relevant, but yeah, so there we go. I'm going to go through and change some animations up there. See if I can come up with some fishy animations to use. I think that'll be fun for the Monday streams. You know, doing something just a little different from the status quo, if you will, of StreamYard. I love StreamYard, and I enjoy being on there Saturdays and Thursdays with Ed. But I kind of miss just hanging out in OBS, talking to you all, having some fun. I'm glad that everybody showed up, and I do greatly appreciate it. I was thinking of doing a cutting, says Mr. Fish Sir. And JN responding, answering Sandy's question, that is at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Hey, John Larson, how's it going? Yeah, mornings on a Monday, which is afternoon my time, but I wanted to get kind of a different time. You know, the other streams are later at night to late night, so I wanted to get something kind of midday-ish, give an opportunity to some of the people in different parts of the world, a chance to be able to pop in, just depending. You know, we've got some people that can't really catch the later streams, so we're going to give it a go on Mondays for a while and see how that works out. I think it'll be awesome, because we've got River Life in the mornings. I'm following River Life, and then Big J's Fish Keeper, who is going to be coming on in 4 minutes. Let me grab a link for him so we can get everybody going over there. I know I will definitely be hanging out with Big J. Somebody's probably going to beat me to it, but I'm going to go for it nonetheless. There we go. There's Big J's. One waiting. Alright, I'm going to smash this thumbs up while I'm here. And let me grab the link for you. Copy. So this is where we will be headed next. Paste. And Fish Room Fever, can I call you after the stream? Yeah, like a Facebook Messenger call. Yeah, that would be fine. I got no problems with that. Zen Ginger talking to Diego at Pet Exotics. There we go. Gina French says, works for me as far as time. Sometimes it's hard for me to catch the later lives because of work. Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to make it fair and available, especially for like you, the members. And again, thank you for not only being a member, but increasing your membership level today. Very much appreciate that. But I wanted, you know, people to be able to catch the streams that couldn't catch them at those later times. So I'm glad that that works for you, Gina. Zen says, I was busy. I'm a crappy mod before noon. Well, I can understand that. Like I said, I almost slept through my own premiere this morning. Was up all night. I think I maybe got 2 hours sleep, but we made it there nonetheless. But yeah, it's going to be a scheduled thing every week. So we've got about 2 minutes left. We've got the link there for Big J. I'm thinking we go over to Big J's with hashtag fish food in honor of that Petzotic shipment that came in. I think that'll be fun. And I'll get back in the hang of Streamlabs. That was what I started with. Um, Used to be a lot more fluent in it and a lot more comfortable with it, but we'll get back there. We'll get back there. You see, I want to run through. Thank the super chatters. I know we had the Zen Ginger coming in with the super sticker at the beginning. We had Diego Petzotics coming in with a $2 super chat, I remember. And then we had Gina French upgraded her membership from Bristlenose to, I want to say, Snowball. I know she did a big old upgrade. I appreciate that very, very much, Gina. I'm trying to find it, but it is lost to me now. But thank you all very much. You know, we've got 20 members at this point. Like, I was going through adding the member list to. I started early this week because RAC ended earlier, but the typical start time is going to be 12:30 p.m., so shortly afternoon Eastern Standard Time. And then we're going to roll straight into Big J. So hopefully we can get a nice Monday morning train going, starting with the River Life. And I may continue to do premieres at 11 a.m. Eastern on Mondays just before River Life. That'll make sure I'm up for that stuff. But a huge thank you to all the members. Thank you to the super chatters. Thank you to the awesome wall of moderators. My time is up here, and I don't want to run over Big J. So again, I appreciate you all, lurkers, chatters, contributors. Thank you for watching. Let's go hang out with Big J for a little while. Hashtag fish food. Until next time, keep your fish healthy, keep yourselves healthy, and catch yourself a little fish room fever.